Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Saad Basim. I'm an active Amazon seller. I help people in their different business model in Amazon and help them to achieve their goal and get it closer to them. So today is the 7th video of our PPC series, which is I'm very excited. We're having a very good time with it. We're actually getting a lot of good response from it, which is I'm very happy. I'm very happy that is actually these series are helping you in your journey and really gives you motivated to do them. So today is our 7th video. We're gonna talk about the second launch strategy that they are out there. Last video on the 6th one, we talked about the common launch strategy that they are out there. So the purpose of those from now, the launch strategy is going to be 1, 2, 3 is actually just to show you what's out there and why they're there and how they can be used or how you can create your PPC and what's the purpose behind them. So today we're going to talk about the second common PPC strategy for launching your product, and it's very common. And next video, I'm going to show you my ultimate launch strategy of how I launch my product, how I set up my campaigns. But this is going to be different from everybody. Everybody has their own they have their own beliefs about how they set up their PPC, or they have their own way of doing it. Whatever you're comfortable with, you can do. There's no right way to do it. All of them are going to lead you to good results, but it's only going to be a difference of how much money you're going to spend and what are you exactly on the top of the funnel or the below the funnel, which is we talked about the funnel concept. So if you didn't watch it, go ahead and watch it. It's very important because this is how you know what you're doing and what's the purpose of the match types, the automatic campaigns, and everything that we do to make sure that we come to the end of the tunnel where we can find the most profitable keyword that we need. So let's get back to it. Today we have our second launch strategy, which is very common, and I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to show you how to set them up at the same time. What's the purpose behind them? So if you don't watch the first launch strategy, go ahead and watch it. It's about automatic campaign. We made a full setup of automatic campaign. Go ahead and watch it. And before you watch this video, but if you want, you can jump into this one as well. There's no issues. You should be fine. Anyways, so let's get back. Let me share my screen and let's get to it. So today we talk about the second launch strategy, which is we have here. The first launch strategy that we did was about automatic campaign. We set up the automatic campaign. I showed you how to set up your bidding strategy, if it's loose, substitute, or complementary, whatever it is, how you set it up, why you set it up this way. Go ahead and watch it. And also I said, if you're running your automatic campaign, you can also, if you want to really go a step ahead, you can go ahead and create a broad match campaign as well with it if you want, or you can start with a broad match to begin with. So you can do automatic by itself, broad by itself, or you can have them together. I prefer having both of them together. I can have running my automatic campaign and then my broad if I was going to use this strategy. But hey, it's up to you. Everything is going to lead you the same way. So let me just share with you exactly what we're doing here. So we are on the automatic. So that's the purpose of the first strategy, is basically we're going to run automatic campaign, let Amazon decide what's up, what kind of keywords they want to show up for it. And after that, when the keywords comes in, then you will be able to filter them and you optimize them after 1 week or 2 weeks of data. I think the longer is better because you will get more data, but you can check it like daily or every 2-3 days. You check your ad report for any crazy, weird situation where you're spending a lot of money or your budget running very quickly. You can check it, but usually more time you run the campaigns, you'll be able to get the data you need to be able to iterate and get the profitable keyword into exact match, or you can put them a broad match or phrase match, whatever you want. This is how you optimize later on, but we're not talking about optimization now. We're talking only about a PPC setup. So that's the purpose, is coming here, and then we're gonna get the keyword, and then we can run them through our funnel until we get to our winning keyword. The winning keyword is basically the most related keyword with the highest conversion for our product that we're performing very well. They're below our ACoS or break even, whatever it is. Okay, now the second setup, which is very popular, it's the launch strategy number 2, is basically set up an automatic campaign. Okay, it's going to be in the top, and then you're going to set up a manual campaign, but inside a manual campaign you're going to have 3 ad groups or ad groups. A lot of you maybe call it ad set or something, but it's actually called in PPC on Amazon, it's called ad groups. So you have the campaign level, which is the highest level. And then underneath it, there's ad group. You can have multiple match type, whether it's broad, phrase, exact. And then in each ad group. Inside of the ad group is going to be keyword targeting, the keyword that you put in to make sure that Amazon show you for related keyword to the ones that you just input. Now, we set up automatic campaign, and the purpose here, I'm just gonna little bit zoom in for you guys, for you to see. That's maybe too much, maybe this little bit. All right, so the purpose is here what they're trying to do, because there's, look, a lot of people that aren't, a lot of people, they don't have the right information, or Amazon doesn't disclose this information about how the keywords behave in a specific campaign. The belief is that every keyword, any keyword, for example, if you have a yellow coffee cup, it could behave differently in each campaign. It might do very well in a broad and do very poorly in phrase and exact. Maybe it does very well in exact, but does very poorly in phrase. And this ways, like phrase maybe does very well, but does very bad in broad and exact. Even if you're running the same keyword on multiple campaign levels or different match types, still they will behave differently. You might find the keyword works very well in a broad with a low cost bid. It might convert much better. You might have better placement. So what they do here is basically they're coming to our automatic campaign, which is they set up already. Then they do broad, phrase, exact. The same keywords, the manually they put them in to see, hey, how they behave. Okay, you want to find the most keyword out of the one that you input. So if you put on broad, you're going to find a lot of keyword, because it's the second tier of our funnel. And then if you put a phrase, maybe you can have more related keyword, more targeted keyword. And then they put an exact to make sure that you're exactly the keyword that you want, which is you can adjust the placement if you add placement on Amazon more better way, because broad phrase you cannot control unless you bid very high, and it's different because in a broad and phrase, it's more you putting keyword as a seed keywords. So you put a coffee mug in a broad match can show you for anything that has coffee cup in it or coffee mug in it. The phrase match, if you have a coffee mug, will be one before and after. Go ahead and watch my match tab in campaigns, and exact is going to be exactly, which Amazon knows what's up, and will be able you will be able to target it very well. So that's the idea, is getting the keyword on automatic and then spreading the keywords on broad, phrase, and exact to see which one behave better. And then you can optimize by putting negative keywords or throwing keywords from broad to phrase and then from phrase to exact until you find the best keywords. Now, let's go ahead and see how we can set up one. And now, since you understand what's the purpose behind it, now let's set up one. And I will walk you through it step by step. We're going to use our charcoal air purifying bag as an example. Now, I come here to advertising, then I come to my group, and now we have a clean here. So let's set up the automatic and then the manual campaigns. So first, we're going to create a portfolio. We're going to call it a new product test. Then we're going to create portfolio. Is going to create portfolio on the left side. Then we're going to come down. Then we're going to add campaigns. We don't have any more campaigns, so we cannot add it. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a campaign. So I'm going to go walk through the automatic very, very quick because I just want to set it up. We're going to go sponsor product. We're going to come here. We're going to say charcoal purifying bag, charcoal purifying bag. Oh my God. CPV. Then this automatic. You can, this is a discovery campaign. You can call it discovery campaign if you want, but you leave it the way it is if you want. Then you come here, you put the budget. I said whatever you want. Let's say $20. I get a little bit more aggressive, but $20 is cool to start. Bid dynamic down only. Here I'm gonna say auto campaigns or auto campaigns is fine. Then you're gonna find the product in here. So let's say this one. I added it. Then I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna use the SID, the automatic targeting. I'm gonna use the targeting bid. So here's, they say everything 60 cents. Usually you can have an average of the average that you have here, like 139. You can leave it the same, or since the automatic campaign, I just want a discovery. I want to find more keyword. I might not go ahead and bid this high because, and the new campaign that I'm gonna bid in, manual broad, and in manual broad and phrase, I'm going to target the keywords much better. So this one's going to be only discovery. So I don't want to go ahead more than $1 from me. So what I would do, I will do 97 cents. I will do all 97 cents for across the board if you want. Or you can, as I said, 10 cents difference. 67 $1.57 if you want. I think I just little bit, if I know how to deduct 10 cents, which is, yeah, anyways, okay. So I get them 97, 87, and 77. So in the automatic campaign, I just want to find the keywords that are actually up to $1, that affordable. I'm just finding discover keywords. So if I find, if I bid $2, I'm finding more keyword that's gonna might clash with the ones that I'm doing in the manual campaign, the broad and phrase exact. So I just here discover. I just want to find the things that very low cost. If I'm used to $1.50, $1.20, or $1.30, or $1.80, or $2 bids, this one's gonna find me anything with low cost. So I'm just gonna let the campaign run and find me those keywords. Now, nothing negative keywords, done. And this here, there's lunch. If you just see here, I'm just gonna move my face here just for you guys to see. There's a launch, and I'm going to launch it. Perfect, done. Okay, now I'm gonna take my face back in. Come here, you see the campaigns, perfect. Now go back to campaign manager. I am going to advertising. I'm going to go to my portfolio, and under my portfolio, you're going to see my automatic campaign. Now I want to create the new campaign, which is the manual one. So I'm going to create a campaign, and this here, what I was talking about, is going to have multiple ad groups, but you will see now what I'm talking about very quickly. So here I'm going to write manual campaign. If I know how to spell campaign, you know how many times I wrote campaign, I always messed it up. Manual campaign, and then you can write here you can put broad phrase and exact ad group, or you can just write targeted, okay. And then here you can say, I forgot this, charcoal purifying bag dash, like this, okay. Now, the daily budget, since this one is going to have multiple ad group underneath it, you need to be high a little bit. So I will put, like, let's say 50 in the beginning, but for sure with high, I mean, I always like medium to high competitive market, which is I'll put $200, $300, $400, but I'm not recommending that to you. But if you want it, you will do it this way. So I will do manual campaign. Okay, the first one, as we said, I'm going to come back to my thing. I'm doing the ad group broad match first. Okay, so I'm going to come here. And this is here where you're gonna write match. Okay, broad match. You come back, get your product again. Now you're gonna go down. Here you leave the same thing, dynamic bid down only. I'm not gonna worry about the bid right now. I will do it later. But now enter keywords. So now for entering keyword, guys, for a broad match campaign, you want to find like 10 to 15 keywords usually. That's the best thing you can do, like 10 to 15, because if you have the most high volume keyword and you have anything that maybe more than 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 search volume, you can put them here, because the keyword itself, if you put it in a broad, is going to find you any keyword that more than search volume 3,000 or 2,000 and also below, because it will find you all the keywords that has those specific keyword in them. So I don't know if I made myself clear, but let me see, for example. So let's say I did my keyword research, which is, if you guys want me to show you how to do keyword research, I'll do it. But if you're running key campaigns, I assume that you have your product listing is optimized, your keywords optimized, your images are optimized, your enhanced brand content optimized. You have done all that, so you should have this piece. But if you don't know how to do it, you let me know, and I will be able to make a video only about that. So if I come to my research and I find all the keywords that related to my product, I want to find 10 to 15 keyword. Now for this niche, if you see car air freshener, I'm not going to take car air freshener. It's too broad. I'm selling charcoal air purifying bag. So I want something that's very related to my product, and you'll be able to find that in multiple ways. First of all, by using your logic, using your brain, and just saying, hey, the activated charcoal, yes, this is the same thing as my product. Moisture absorber, yes, it could be my product. Activated charcoal odor absorber, yes, very targeted because activated charcoal. Closet deodorizer, I'm not sure. Moisture absorber, I'm not sure either, so I can put it in yellow. This one I can put it in yellow, because now I'm just trying to find my 10 to 15, max 20 if you want keywords. But if I want to find it, I can find them by using just my eyes. So I can take this. If I'm not sure about this, I'm going to show you how to do it the second way. But now let's say I'm going to take those keywords, then this, then this, then see, like these all charcoal order. I'm just using, see, and also the search volume is higher. Now if you do your keyword research on volume, you can use Jungle Scout, you can use Viral Launch, Helium 10, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm using here, I think, Jungle Scout 1 or Viral Launch, I'm not sure. But both of them, they work well, is fine. Because here it doesn't matter the search volume, you already committed, so you just want to find the high volume keyword or very targeted to your product and you're good to go. So let's say I stop here and copy, and I come to my campaign and I insert them. So now I have those, all my keywords here, 10 to 15 keywords. It's beautiful, nice, it's done. I think it's even overkill. 10 to 15 is enough here. I think it's 20, but it's all right. Now, if I want to make sure that my keyword is related or not, like for example, this one, I can take this one, copy it. I come to Amazon and I just type the keyword, moisture absorber, and I will hit search. Let Amazon tell me if this product is related or not. If this keyword is related to my product or not. If I put the keyword and 70% and more of the result that comes up, not my product, that means this keyword is not related to my product. So I wouldn't touch it, because look, everything that I see here is completely, have 1, 2, but most of them are different than what I'm trying to target. So this is no good. So I wouldn't test that with it. Maybe if automatic campaign can show me, that's where the automatic campaign kind of comes, says, hey, I'm going to show him there. Let's see how he does with a low bid. If I convert, I'm good, but I'm not going to do it intentionally to target when I know it's not related. So all the keywords that you have, you can go ahead, add them there, see if it's 70 or 80% of the results. If they come your product, good to go. If it's not good, let it go, move on. You let the automatic do it, or whatever other campaigns that we have. So now we have the 20 keywords, okay, here. So now for this, okay, closet deodorizer, I'm not sure if it's good or not. I'm just gonna copy it for next one. Now abroad, I come in, done. I'm gonna add those keywords. Okay, now if you see here all broad, make sure guys here is check broad phrase exact. Now the new setup with PPC, because I have an old account, so they didn't change my interface yet, or I haven't switched it yet myself, because I remember they had a point to say, hey, you can change it. You might have this by itself here and split in two. So you have the keyword section here on the left side and the entering keyword here. So just make sure you're checking only broad, not the other three. So you will do broad, come done, you will have all the keyword targeting. Now, if you want to be really aggressive with those stuff, you can do the following. You can go ahead, you find your top suggested bid. So now he's telling me, hey, listen, this keyword from our experience, we're seeing from 80 cents to $2.73 bid for that specific broad match campaign. But the suggested bid is $1.55. That's what Amazon recommending to us. Now, this is not accurate at all. So if you wanted to do it, you will need to play a little bit. You need to be patient. Me, the way I do it before, I used to just go ahead, take the highest one and put 30-40 cents and kill it. And you actually, the campaign is going to go very, very crazy broad. And you're spending a lot of money until you find good keywords. Now you need to be a little bit more strategic and know how much you're willing to spend. Now, I think the best thing you do to make sure that you're really gradually doing it, I will do the suggested bid, and then I'll hire it by 30 to 40% higher. So whatever the $1.55 plus 30% higher, and I'll be good to go. Now, if you have something like this, crazy, $4.20 for air purifying bags, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I want to pay $4, because $4 I'm paying on a keyword for a product that costs $20. I'm not going to convert very well. So anything irregular like this, I might just bring it down to $1.50 or whatever it is, whatever I feel my top bid is good for me, and I'm good to go. But let's say for this example is very, very, is very competitive market. So it's you need to think a lot. The people who are getting into this market, they know they're getting into a product that is going to spend money on until they rank. So they know that. But for most of you, it's going to be very low, $1, $1.50, $2 tops. And that's it. So I will apply all suggested bid. I will look for irregularity. And after that, I will adjust my 30 to 40%. So now I go ahead, I'm done, launch campaign. Now you can tell me you didn't do the 30, 40% yet. I'm going to show you a trick, which is going to be very easy for you to add the 30%. So what I'm going to do, get back to my campaigns, and I'm going to share with you how I change my bid very quickly. Let me just choose my new product test. I come here, I have my automatic and I have my manual campaign. Now, if I create, this is manual campaign, the big level, the biggest, highest level. Then inside of it, there's ad group. So now if ad group, I have one broad match ad group. Now inside of this, I want to add the multiple other ad group, which is the phrase and the exact match. But before this, I need to come to my broad match ad group. It's going to be targeting. I'm going to find the keywords. I'm going to add 30 to 40%. Come here, targeting. It's going to find me all the keywords I want. Select them all. This is a very cool trick. Adjust bid. Come here, increase bid by percentage and put your 30%. Look here, $1.56. Boom. You put save, see $2.03. So this is, you don't need to go manual. You can do a bulk editing, which is really nice and makes your life easier. So 30 to 40% is good. And also there's one thing I want you to understand, guys, and pay attention to. Like if I was running my broad match campaign, I wouldn't use anything with a short tail keyword. So short tail keyword is basically a keyword that has 2 words or less. So it could be bamboo kitchen or bamboo bag. This is very short tail keyword. If I use a broad, I like to use keywords that have 3 long tail keyword. Anything that has 3 words or higher. That a phrase like this, bamboo charcoal bag. This I'm okay with it. Bamboo bag, no. If anything high long tail keyword, bamboo charcoal bags, breathe green charcoal bag, yes, is good. Why? Because if you go to broad, it's going to be more specific and you're not going to spend a lot of money for no reason. Because if you do bamboo bag, you will find bamboo something bag, bamboo garbage bag. You can find a lot of things that go wild. But if you become very, very targeted, you'll have more for your buck. All right, so now let's go back to our ad group. So here we have campaign level. It's called manual campaign. Then the ad group, underneath it is going to be this broad match. Now I'm going to create a new ad group and I'm going to call it here match. Okay. And then I'm going to choose the product again. Then I'm going to come, leave this one alone if you want, or you enter, it's up to you. Enter keyword. Now there's a suggested keyword. You can go through them if you want, but if you did your research, you already have them. So I'm going to come here, switch to phrase. You might have selection like differently. Go ahead and do it. So you come phrase, boom. That's the same keyword that we had there. That's the same thing, exactly the same. You come here, done. Add keyword. You're going to have all of them. You can do the same thing. Apply all. Okay. Apply all. Create ad group. Now, if I go back to my edit campaign, go to ad groups again. So now in the campaign level, I have 2, broad and phrase match, and I'm beautifully done. Now, if I want to create the new one, now the exact match. Now the exact match, you can use the same keyword. So it's going to be exact match. Exact match. You come here again, choose the product. Leave the bid the same, or you can enter a bid if you want, but I'm going to share with you now 2 strategies that you can do. You come here, boom, create it, done. Actually, so add keyword first would be nice. Apply suggested bid, add. Now come back to edit campaign. Now there's few strategies that you can do in this one, which is going to help you, or if you want less headache, you can do it. But I'll share with you here. Let's say customizable. I want select or apply. Now I have those bids. Also, I'm going to share with you something else you can do, which is easier. But let's say we're doing it this way. Now I go to my exact match, do the same thing over again. Come to my targeting. Then select all. Adjust bid. Set increase bid by 30%. Boom. Save. Okay. Now see, that's $5.36. I'm not bidding that much, but if you want, go ahead and do it. It's up to you. So now product race. I don't know if I did for phrase or not, but I will just check very quickly. Yes, we have done it. Okay, perfect. All right. Now I have something here to tell you. So as we want. So just a bit by plus 30 to 40%, we chose our keywords and we're good to go. So now we have the keywords in a broad, phrase, and exact, the same thing. Now, I know we have only little keywords in, but they're gonna find you a lot because we have 20. The broad match is gonna find you every iteration of a keyword. So for example, here, if you find our research, look how many keywords. If I put them all, I might choke my PPC, and PPC is not gonna perform very well, because a lot of times, if I have my PPC and I put a lot of keywords, Amazon, they need to index that PPC. You need to make sure that PPC is working. So what they do usually, they go ahead and test the campaign with few keywords. If you don't convert, they're gonna deem that the whole campaign is not good, and that's why you're not gonna get impression. But by doing this way, you're actually not choking the system. You're putting the high relevant keywords. So when you show up, you have more likely to get a conversion. More likely you have people are going to click on it, so you have a higher click-through rate, so you will do better. So that's why I limit them, because you will be able to show up for all this keyword through the broad phrase, the different match type that we're using. Now, the thing that people also do, so me, I did 30 to 40%, but you can do something else. If you want, a lot of people say, hey, listen, if I do, I might start this one with $1.50, then I can do my phrase match a penny less, or 10 cents less, okay? And I can put this one $1.30 if I want it. Now, or a cent less. Now, why is this? They're doing this because, let me go back to my concept. What they say out there, I know this video is gonna be a little bit long because there's a lot of things to think, and I wanna make sure you really understand it. Now, the following happens. They say, I mean, a lot of people believe that. They don't have a true belief, but as you know, in the exact match, you have more control than a phrase. A phrase, you have more control than broad, and broad, you have more control than automatic, right? Now, they say, if you bid higher for the keyword exact match, Amazon like that type of exact match or this type of match type, because you will be able, you have a very targeted keyword, and you'll be able to adjust your bid the way you want. So they say, hey, if I bid higher, I'm giving the priority to that match type to be able to show up, and I don't spend that much for phrase match and broad match. So most likely the keyword that I have in the matched exact match type, they're not going to show up again the phrase match or the broad match. And the same thing for a phrase match. Whatever keyword in the phrase match, they might not show up in the broad match. So the broad match is gonna work more efficiently, the phrase match is gonna work more efficiently, and the exact match is gonna work very well. Okay? So that's the idea of lowering the bid, to make sure that the attention or the budget goes more for the exact than the phrase, and more to the phrase than the broad, and that's why they do it less and less. Okay, so you have two ways of doing it. One of them is going to be 30 to 40% more than a suggested bid, or you do it this way, which is also works, which is nice. So these are the two. That's the way of campaigns you need to set them up, and this is the second way of doing it. Both of them, they work. Both of them, they will do well, but just different ways of targeting keyword, different way of how much money you want to spend. Because as we were talking before about this, as I told you, in the top of the funnel is going to be more expensive than the bottom of the funnel. Because in the top of the funnel, you're finding more keywords, more maybe unrelated keywords, so you're going to spend a lot, and it's going to go wild. But if you're more targeted, you'll be able to optimize. It'll be easier for you to get closer to the ACoS and high relevancy and lower cost because of easier optimization. So this is what we have done so far. We have an automatic campaign for any product, and then we have the manual campaign with the different ad groups. So guys, I hope you guys really understood this, and I hope it really made sense. If there is any question, leave it in the comment. But I want you to really understand there's multiple ways of using campaigns and using your PPC advertising strategies to achieve the same goal. So it's all about what you're comfortable with, what you understand best. There's millions and millions of ways of doing it, and trust me, it gets very confusing. Every day I learn something new. Every day I learn something new about PPC, because there's some people who are very meticulous, very detail oriented, that really gets into every single thing. But if I am going to give all my attention to PPC and really hone down, I'm gonna lack my performance in other tasks that I need to do in my business. So that's why I'm giving you the best way that I think you will be able to control your ACoS are very good and still making money without really getting a headache. It's already a headache by itself what I'm explaining, and I'm not explaining everything into I'm explaining everything in details, but I'm not twisting your brain more. I'm just trying to simplify it, okay? Because every situation is different. So guys, I hope you like this video. It's number 7. And I hope you guys really enjoy so far the PPC series. And any comments, please let me know. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, so every time I show up, you can see me. And trust me, I need your help. I need you to boost me in the algorithm. Algorithm likes the likes, they like the subscribers, and we can get our voice to everyone else who out there who needs the help with Amazon FBA. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.